with more of their kind. We must go. Hide this where it won't be found. My journey ends here. You must complete the task that we began. The survival of our order depends on it.
This is Channel 4 News, and we're live from Manhattan, where the who's who of New York's elite have gathered for this unique exhibit of priceless Vatican treasures, some of which have not been seen publicly for hundreds of years.
Tess!
Hey, gorgeous. My, don't you clean up nice.
Thank you. You clean up even better.
So how was typhoid?
Quite as unpleasant as the dysentery we suffered in Ethiopia. Had us running through half the loos in Africa.
Good choice of verb. Do you remember that parasite I had in my foot in India?
Yes, I most certainly do. The bastard wormed his way into your foot, much as I have tried to worm my way into your heart.
I just kept thinking, I can't lose my foot. What will I do with all my shoes?
Exactly. Those are brilliant footwear for a dig.
You think?
Brilliant.
Thank you. Especially if you dig with the heel.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
fine.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Right. This is how you stay single, is it?
We are extremely excited and, in fact, relieved to finally have this exhibition come to New York. As you can understand, it's taken hundreds of people, and we're very thrilled about the reaction it's been getting.
So, do you miss it?
What? Sex?
That too, but I was referring to the digs, silly. You used to be archaeology's rising star, and now you... well,
What do you think?
I think, Miss Chaikin, that it is in your blood.
And besides, do you think dear old Dad left anything for the rest of us to find?
Not a thing. Cross of Constantine, unearthed by Oliver Chaikin to the Vatican's eternal gratitude.
They said it would never be found. To Dad.
To Dad.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. Nobody told us about this stunt. You got a permit?
Some kind of 12th century multi-gear decoder.
What do you think it's supposed to decode?
Are you okay?
It was a bit dramatic, I suppose. Oh my god. It's my arm, I think.
Hey! Hey! Come back here! That doesn't belong to you!
Oh boy. Where is it? Damn bastard.
Freeze!
Hey! No, you misunderstand. I'm recovering this for the museum. I'm not stealing this. That guy was stealing it.
I don't think the coroner is going to have too much trouble figuring out cause of death.
Where's the head?
Ambulance.
All right, how about we keep the body and the head together, huh? For old time's sake.
You're sentimental, you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? You're kidding me. You gotta be
Close.
kidding me.
Ow! You should be thanking me. I recovered that for you. I risked my life to save that, and you're treating me like a criminal. This is ridiculous. There is no need to push or to be rude.
Is her?
And you are?
Agent Daly, FBI.
You're a little late, aren't you?
I apologize. It's not every day the Knights of the Round Table show up and behead someone in Midtown Manhattan.
And where was the security? Where were you? I mean, do you really think that I wanted to go and retrieve the Cross of Constantine when it took me 3 hours to get dressed?
Are you telling me you had nothing to do with this heist?
Test taken. Mother of one, solid citizen, head of archaeology at the Mnuchin Institute. I don't steal artifacts from museums. I dig them up out of the ground.
Mrs. Indiana Jones?
That's it. I'm the sequel to the prequel. Now, if you would please remove these, they really don't go with what remains of my dress.
Let me get this straight. You steal a police horse, ride off into the park, after bad guys who just beheaded a cop. You chase them down, you corner one and nearly impale him with a stick? Is that right?
Yes, and it's not a stick. It's a crozier. It's a ceremonial staff used by popes.
I stand corrected. Are you insane?
No, that cross belonged to the Emperor Constantine, who, it is said, held it in his hands the night he converted to Christianity, whereupon he ascended into heaven, and the angels sounded their trumpets, what people will believe to get him through the day. However, that cross is a major find of my father's, my late father's. I was there when he dug it up out of the ground. I sure as hell wasn't gonna let some thug get away with it.
Well, that explains everything.
It actually does explain everything.
Uncover.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Be very careful of that, please. It is over 1,700 years old. The central stone is a little wonky.
Just take it.
I mean it. By the way, if you're not gonna thank me for making you guys look good and catching the bad guy and all that, the least you could do is replace my Manolos.
I'm sorry? You what?
My Manolo Blahniks.
Manolo who?
If you gotta ask, you can't afford them.
Unbelievable.
Clive, he was over there, he was injured, and I was hoping we could tell where he ended up.
Be in touch if we
Thanks.
She made you look.
In disbelief. Right? She's an overconfident, reckless, irritating type A type who thinks she knows better than everybody. Crazy.
Yeah, she is hot.
Hi, sweetheart. We just saw it on TV.
Yeah?
The cops were chasing him through the park. One of them dumped the mayor's wife in the bushes.
I know, but she's gonna be fine. And I didn't let them get your grandfather's cross. Now, I think it's time for all good cowgirls to go to bed. Good night, Jerry.
With all the excitement, bed? Mom, what happened to your shoes?
It was that kind of party.
I've just spoken to Cardinal Brignone. Had to explain. Unbelievable.
I've just compiled a list of what was stolen, damaged. I'll send it to him.
Priceless treasures. A police officer dead.
I'll extend the Pope's sympathies to the family of the deceased policeman and tell him a mass will be said in his memory in St. Peter's.
Yes, good. What's this decoder?
I have no idea.
Good work, as always, Michael.
One of New York's finest is beheaded. The mayor's wife is thrown onto the back of a horse and taken away. Vatican treasures looted by medieval knights in Manhattan.
Ma'am, we did get one of them.
Correction. Tess Chaikin got him.
His name's Gus Waldron. We think he's the killer. We're running DNA tests on his sword right now.
Did you talk to him?
We will, as soon as he's conscious.
Get him to talk. If he doesn't, why don't you get Tess Chaikin to work him over?
You want to hear my brilliant theory on this? Islamic fundamentalists.
Wearing crusader outfits with big red crosses?
That's why it's so brilliant. Like, who would think? They've got helmets on, so no tattoos or marks we can use to ID them.
And the horses?
Hard to make out if they're branded.
Stop. Go back. Right there.
Tess Chaikin. Well, she can dig for my priceless artifacts any day. Hello.
What?
Tess Chaikin. She can dig.
No, I got it.
Who is it?
Manolo Blahnik.
You know, funny, kind of hard to imagine you deciding between peep toes and strappy heels.
Well, I hope they fit.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Thank you. I'm touched.
The Bureau extends its thanks for your heroic actions of last night, but adds that it
Gorgeous.
discourages civilians from taking matters into their own hands. I'm glad you like them.
They're great.
Speaking of last night, you were pretty close to some of those nights. Is there anything you remember?
One of the knights who took the decoder Speaking in Latin, he said, Veritas vos liberavit. The truth shall set you free. I also remember whacking him with the crozier. He's not the same knight that I toppled off the horse, however.
Ah.
So, you don't like coffee. Now you're going to tell me you don't eat donuts.
No, that's cops. We're into muffins.
But not coffee.
No, I love coffee. Just not now. It's Lent.
So you gave up coffee for 40 days?
Yep.
Wow. Anything else?
Swearing. Chocolate. Carbon emissions.
All the big sins.
And a few other things that I'll keep to myself.
Wow. I didn't know anybody did that anymore.
Well, with a name like Sean Daly, it's practically genetic. Plus 8 years at Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow, Boston College with the Jesuits. You get the idea. I take it you're not particularly religious.
Not particularly.
You're going to hell. Why do you think they were dressed as Templars?
Last costume at the rental shop?
It looks like you could use a new pair of these too, huh?
Oh, those are my good luck boots. Those have taken me to digs around the world. Turkey, Syria, Afghanistan.
I bet you'd sure like to put those back on, huh? But raising a daughter is a full-time job, I understand.
Yeah, my dad was away a lot when I was a kid, so I don't want to do that to her. She's the light of my life.
Well, if you remember anything else, call that number. You'll get me right away.
Thank you, Special Agent Sean Daly.
You have a good day.
In 1118, the Knights Templar went to Jerusalem to protect the pilgrims who were going to the Holy Land after it was recaptured by the Crusaders. Over the next 200 years, they became powerful and rich. How did they get rich?
Some people say that they discovered King Solomon's treasure.
What happened to it?
Well, the church came after them, accused them of heresy, and got rid of them, probably because they got too powerful. But the legend goes that some of the Templars sailed away on 18 galleys with that treasure, never to be seen again.
So it's still out there?
That treasure could be the greatest find of all time.
And you could be the one to find it. You think there's a map?
If there was a map, it would probably be in code, because the Templars were masters of encryption. Yes.
Encryption.
And of course, you would need a decoder to find the treasure. What if that decoder was Templar? The one they stole?
Yes, I'm fine. Invalid, but I can put my pants on.
Yes, right. Stand up. I need you to focus, all right? That was not a robbery last night.
Oh, no.
Those men were after nothing less than the treasure of the Knights Templar.
Stop. You're gonna make me laugh.
No. Remember that decoder we were looking at?
Oh.
Just as they came riding in on those horses?
No. All I remember is you desperately trying to save my life. Thank you very much.
Well, one of the knights went straight up to that decoder and took it and nothing else.
Oh, that is strange. Okay.
They made the whole thing look like a robbery in order to mask the real purpose.
Which was?
They stole the decoder to decode the map to the treasure of the Templars.
You're having a recurrence of malaria.
I need a Templar expert.
Oh, you're serious?
Yes.
Bill Vance.
Bill?
You know?
Of course. He was my dad's favorite colleague. I spent just about every summer with him on digs as a kid, but his specialty's Phoenicians.
Well, he doesn't exactly advertise his recent love of Templar. It's tantamount to academic suicide. Roswell, UFOs, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should talk to the police about this.
Just another crackpot theory, right?
Oh, Tess? Tess?
Visiting Grandma, Agent...
Aparo.
Right.
I was just checking on Gus Waldron. You made quite an impression on him last night. Concussion, multiple fractures, internal injuries. Just a night out for you?
They don't joust like they used to. So, did he say anything? Do you know who's behind all this?
Not yet. I'm waiting for Agent Daly to question him. Excuse me. Yeah.
You know, I thought you'd given up all that Joan of Arc business, no? You are a respected academic now. You've got a daughter, you know. And Tess?
All right, now, just be very still and quiet, and I'll be right back. Don't say a thing.
He's ready for the ice bath.
Tess? No, ice bath. Tess?
Hello, Gus.
You.
Yep, it's me. Temper.
What are you? FBI?
The decoder, Gus. What did you do with it?
What decoder? I don't want to think about that.
All right. And I want your associates. Names, Gus. I don't have a lot of time.
What do I get out of it?
You get a deal. Vatican gets its treasures back. Shows you its mercy.
Okay, fine.
Good choice, Gus. Hi. Special Agent Daly.
Please, call me Sean, now that I know your right foot is bigger than your left.
What do you want? Yeah. Look, I already told your partner everything I know. Hey, I gave her a name, all right? The only one I know. So you just make sure that the deal is done.
What are you doing here, Miss Chaikin?
Oh, Tess. Now that I know you're a graduate of Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow.
Yes. You visiting someone?
Yes, my friend Clive. He was injured at the museum last night.
Of course.
Here to pick him up, take him home.
I want their names. All of them.
Well.
Nice to see you.
You as well.
Have a nice day.
I'll see you.
Petrovich. The others. I want the others.
Feeling cool and refreshed?
Yes, thank you. For abandoning me to the tender care of Igor the Ice Bath nurse.
First name basis, always good.
Yep.
Listen, don't tell anyone what I told you about the Templars.
Tess, what are you up to?
The truth shall set you free.
They figure a heart attack. Massive. Couldn't revive him.
A heart attack. I thought you said all he had was broken bones.
We're waiting for the autopsy, but
It's suspicious.
I'd say. Security tapes?
Yeah, Emma, you roll the tapes, please. Everyone going into Waldron's room checks out, except for a female doctor we haven't been able to identify yet, and an FBI agent.
Who?
An FBI agent deceased 2 years ago.
Great.
Whoever he is, he's a pro. Take a look at this. Knows where the camera is. He's able to hide his face. He knows what he's doing.
I'm supposed to explain this to the Vatican.
Emma, could you play the tape of the doctor for me? Yeah, thank you. Wait, stop it there.
What?
And zoom in on her feet. Look at that. Size 9.5. Left foot bigger than the right.
The Vatican is, of course, very distressed at the loss of such precious artifacts.
Yes, I certainly understand, Monsignor De Angelis.
Regrettable that your only suspect succumbed to his injuries.
Agent Daly. Sean Daly heads our investigative team. Monsignor De Angelis.
Father.
Oh, please call me Michael.
Oh, thank you, but I'll stick to Father, if you don't mind. Old habits are hard to break.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
You're Catholic.
I am, yes.
Practicing? Forgive me. I shouldn't be so inquisitive. You know, in many ways, our work is not dissimilar.
How so?
We both help people come to terms with their transgressions. Well, don't let me keep you.
Of course.
I did a quick search this morning. Bill Vance is MIA. He's no longer at Columbia University. His email account is shut down. No phone listing. Lots and lots of Google hits, but I'm sorry, I can't find his whereabouts. Sorry. Any luck yet?
Not yet.
Strange that Vance would have just disappeared. So unlike the old sod.
It's actually not Bill that I'm looking for.
Anyone I know?
I doubt it. His name is Branko Petrovich. Wait. The horses. Why didn't I think of that before?
Coming. Hello.
FBI, I need to speak to Tess Chaikin.
Tess! She left about a half an hour ago. Shouldn't we be talking warrants and such? Abuse of process, illegal searches, violation of public trust, that sort of thing. Not that I'm a lawyer, just a friend.
Branko Petrovich?
Branko Petrovich.
As you can see, Mr. Petrovich, your little friend here, he likes to dance. So, name? I don't know. Look, hey, I don't know.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Branko Petrovich.
Yeah, he's in the back.
Okay, well, amigo. Okay, Mitch Edison. He hired me. Mitch Edison! Fourth one. Who's the fourth one? I only saw him that one time. Mitch, no!
Mitch.
Talk to Mitch. He knows.
Very good, Mr. Petrovich. I do appreciate your cooperation.
Mitch Edison!
Branko Petrovic? Hey!
Well, another dead body, and what a coincidence. You, again.
Look, the guy that must have done that to him knocked me over as I came in right there. And I tried to help him, but it was too late. He was dead. I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Oh, so you just happened to be taking an afternoon stroll in the stables of a crooked ex-cop who just happened to be in charge of the mounted division, and whose horses are really the only ones in the city capable of pulling off a heist like we had at the museum the other night. And this is it's just a grand coincidence, right?
That isn't what I said.
I don't believe you. Come here.
Oh, no. Really?
Really. Come on.
No thanks, I gave it up for Lent.
Mm-hmm. Cards on the table, Miss Chaikin.
It's Dr. Chaikin, if we're being so formal.
What the hell are you up to? I thought you checked out, a respected academic, a mom, but you've been holding out on me. And what you know, I want to know. Right now. Or you will be charged as a suspect in the murders of Branko Petrovic and Gus Waldron.
Gus Waldron, what do you mean?
He died soon after you left his hospital room, Dr. Chaikin. His heart just stopped.
I have nothing to do with that.
There were two unexplained visitors to his room. The first one was an FBI agent who, it turns out, died a few years ago. The second one was a female doctor who looked exactly like you now.
I admit, I talked to Gus Waldron and he gave me Branko Petrovic's name.
So you thought you'd do my job?
No. I'm trying to negotiate for the return of the decoder. I felt if I found him, I could do that.
What?
The 12th century decoder that was stolen.
Yeah, no, I know the decoder.
Yeah, I am assuming that the thief or thieves don't understand the immense value that it holds for archaeology.
The Templars, the last two. Tell me their names.
I don't have them. He only gave me Petrovich.
I'm looking for a killer, Dr. Chaikin. If you don't tell me, you don't get to go home. Why do you put your life at risk? For archaeology?
It wouldn't be the first time.
What's the real reason you're doing this?
Okay. Cards on the table, right?
Cards are on the table.
It's about my dad. My father devoted his entire life to archaeology. He spent all of his time away from his home, away from me, searching and digging on every continent. He was haunted by the desire to uncover the truth with a capital T, that deep, eternal truth about people and their mystery. One day in Turkey, he was on a dig and he saw a fiery cross burning in the sky. And he thought, okay, I have sunstroke or fatigue or something. And then the next day it happened again. And that day, he found the cross of Constantine. This is the same cross that I recovered the other night at the museum. Now, my dad always used to joke around and say, for that one day, he believed in God because God believed in him and led him to the cross. And I was never really sure if he was serious or not about that.
And this explains...
It's what my dad would have wanted me to do. And in this way, he's still alive for me, and I can share his quest. I can get a little piece of him back. The Knights Templar were guardians of the church. They were guardians of the holy truth that you believe in. Now, the decoder will unlock their writings, and if it's lost, their message that would mean so much to faithful people like yourself the world over, it will be gone forever. That is the power of archaeology.
I won't be seeing you again, will I? Well, should there be, I don't know, a cave-in at the Holland Tunnel, or another dead Templar, or a combination of the two?
I don't go chasing after trouble, Agent Daly.
Of course not. You're Kim's mom.
You don't need to remind me. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come in, please.
Thank you.
Sit down. You have news?
Nothing concrete yet, Father. But I was wondering, what's this 12th century decoder?
It's of little value except for research purposes.
Someone seems to think it's pretty valuable.
An ancient artifact that's been gathering dust for hundreds of years in the Vatican archives. How it wound up among the collection of treasures is really the only mystery.
Could there be some link to the Knights Templar?
Because of the red crosses on the thieves' costumes. Is this something Dr. Chaikin suggested? I remember seeing her that night, chasing after the thieves with a crozier, wearing a cocktail dress.
She did bring this to my attention, yes.
And she thinks this robbery was the work of a religious order that ceased to exist over 700 years ago.
He locked me up, he threatened me, and then he said he was going to haul me off to jail. And under the Patriot Act, he doesn't even have to charge me.
Charming. Caveman courtship.
No.
So, did you find your precious decoder?
Not even close.
Help.
What's that smell? I'm not eating chickpeas again.
No, tonight's dinner is grape leaves, stuffed with wild rice and sweet
Uncle
onions.
Clive,
Yes.
I think you've made a full recovery.
Oh. Right, so you're trying to hint that maybe I should go home? You little double-crosser. Go, put this on the table. No dessert for you. Go, 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 go. Oh, by the way, I found some information on Vance for you. It's on your computer.
Is that the Professor Vance you always talk about?
Yeah,
It's really sad. About the accident?
really sad. Car crash and boom, wife and daughter gone from the planet. I was at the funeral. That was the last time I saw him.
That was a year ago. The accident. A year ago tomorrow.
So if Bill were going to surface somewhere, it would be...
At the cemetery. Tomorrow.
And?
I don't know if I can believe a word that comes out of her mouth. Between the story she tells me about her father and this cross of Constantine, I just don't know.
Back to the present. And closer to home. Branko Petrovich's phone records list one Mitch Addison. They were together at Rikers, and they traded a bunch of calls before and after the theft of the museum.
Open up, FBI!
We're always one step behind, one effing step behind.
Hello, Bill.
Yes.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Well, they're in a better place. That's what they used to say, isn't it? Thank you.
How have you been, Bill?
Well, after they died, I think I lost my mind. For a time, I traveled aimlessly. I found myself in the Languedoc in France. There was an ancient church, a legend. It got me going again.
Legend?
Yes, the legend was that the last Templar had hidden something there.
Map to the Templar treasure?
Now, the treasure is very real. It just may not be what people expect. Picture this, Tess. Fall of 1290. The power of the Templars is fading. The Catholic Church is having Templars arrested, tortured, and accused of heresy. William of Beaujeu, the Grand Master of the Templars, calls upon two of his loyal knights, Martin and Aymar. He gives them a precious scroll to take with them. This sacred document of immeasurable importance to the fate of Christianity was to be taken back to the Holy Land and revealed to the world, but then, May 1291, Jerusalem is on fire. Thousands have died. Aymar and Martin's mission was now compromised. Templar knights prepare to die, overwhelmed by Muslim warriors. Then, William of Beaujeu, the Grand Master of the Templars, orders his knights, Martin and Aymar, to flee, to abandon the final battle. They had to protect the sacred documents at all costs.
I'm going back. I won't abandon my brother. You think I want to abandon them? These are our orders from the Grand Master. You slaughter them all. This document is crucial to our mission. We have to go.
Muslim warriors in greater numbers were swarming from all sides. The only way out was by sea. Aymar had finally convinced Martin to follow him in his desperate escape, even though he wasn't sure if their ship had managed to reach the port. The Falcon Temple was there, waiting for them. They would be the only survivors of the massacre. The ship was also carrying the so-called Templar treasure, riches taken from the Holy Land, which they'd managed to bring on board before the city was besieged by the Muslims. As the slaves rowed in the galley below, they watched helplessly as the city burned in the distance. The Templars had managed to escape with their precious document.
The Templar motto? What was it?
Veritas vos liberabit.
Truth shall set you free.
It will set us all free.
It was you in the museum. Sorry I bruised your cheek.
You always had a good arm. The decoder was all I wanted. It's the only reason I became involved.
With murderers?
I deeply regret the death of the policeman. That Gus Waldron is a nasty bit of work.
Was. He's dead. So is Branko Petrovic. 3 are dead because of all of this.
I have nothing to do with that. Is that why you came looking for me, Tess, to turn me in?
I'm not a cop, Bill. I'm an archaeologist. I had heard you knew something about the Templars, that's all.
Well, then come and see with your own eyes. I can let you in on one of the greatest archaeological finds of our time. I need someone to share it with.
He's leaving with her.
May I?
Yes. It does inspire awe, doesn't it?
I'll say.
The key that unlocks the secret of the Templars.
Does it work?
I take the coded letters from the scroll and carefully put them into the decoder. To think I'd been to the Vatican Library all those times. I was just sitting in some storeroom gathering dust. A little cleaning, a little oil. It works perfectly. Templars were extraordinary craftsmen.
Bill, why steal it? Why couldn't you just ask the Vatican if you could borrow it?
I can imagine the conversation. And why would you need a Templar decoder, Professor Vance? Well, Your Holiness, I intend to decipher a Templar scroll that will blow your mind.
Yeah, Daly. Yeah.
I don't know. She was supposed to pick me up hours ago, take me to the doctor. She never showed up. I had to wobble there myself. She's not even answering her phone, you know. I'm a bit worried.
Tess Chaikin's missing.
She's probably shopping for shoes.
You know where she was last?
Yes, she was supposed to meet up with a certain Bill Vance, the Templar expert.
All right, what kind of car she driving? New York plates TTO 1551. It's a light khaki Jeep Compass.
Going back over 700 years, a young priest was called to an old man's deathbed to give him the last rites. The old man revealed that he was the last surviving Templar. His name was Martin of Carmont. As he lay dying, he dictated the story of his journey with Aymar. The young priest encrypted every word on a scroll using one of the Templar's secret codes. Then, at the remains of his ancestral castle near Albi, the precious scroll. I found it. Yes, Tess, this is it. A message from the last Templar.
The instructions to the Templar treasure. Bill, this could be one of the greatest finds in history.
You and me, like old times. Did you have someone follow us?
No, Bill, I wouldn't...
You'll be all right, Tess. I'll take care of it.
Bill, what are you doing?
I'll be back.
Get down! No!
Who was that?
I don't know.
Oh, rats. Go away. Go away.
You want to go check outside?
I'll get some backup.
Hey, baby. Lost? It's okay. I think you're gonna hang out here and party with us for a while.
I'm nobody's baby.
Dr. Chaikin.
Agent Daly?
You left these back there. I thought you might like them. They're nice.
Thank you. Did you plant some kind of tracking device on me when I wasn't looking?
We found the crypt and the trapdoor. On the assumption that you were underground somewhere, I put agents at each exit. I was actually on my way to one of them now, but I guess I just got lucky.
Yeah.
Your friend Clive called. He was worried.
He does that.
Did you find him?
Find whom?
Professor Vance, the Templar expert. Did you find him?
Look, I found him at the cemetery, at his wife and daughter's grave. I had no idea it would end up here.
Of course.
We're standing in the middle of the street.
I don't care!
Shouldn't we move over there at least?
Not until you answer my question.
Sorry, it's my daughter. Sorry. Hello, Kim?
I have been calling your cell every 10 minutes.
Yeah, Clive. Sorry, I was out of range.
Oh, you will not believe it. You have a visitor, and, well, it's Bill Vance.
Clive? Clive?
Mom, you never told me you learned how to charm snakes in India.
Kimmy, can you put Professor Vance on the phone right away, please?
Taz, I look forward to seeing you. I believe you have something of mine.
Look, I didn't know what had happened to you, so I just Took them for safekeeping.
Yeah, it's funny how we both have something precious to both of us.
I'm coming home right now. Bill, if you touch a hair in her head, I swear I will hunt you to the ends of the earth.
Okay. Hey, what's going on here?
Back in your cab.
Hey, let's go! You sit down there! Let's go! You said let's go!
Hey, I'm FBI.
You're FBI.
Tess! I'm FBI. Oh, FBI!
Taxi! Taxi! Taxi!
Tess!
Get out of here.
Mom! You're filthy. What happened?
Were you at a dig, Tess? Did you, uncover anything?
You don't know how many outfits she's trashed lately.
Honey, go upstairs and get Mommy a nice hot washcloth and some aspirin.
Sure.
I should get going myself.
But you just got here. And I want to hear more cool stuff about Mom.
Kimmy, now.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again soon, now that I know where you live. A pleasure talking with you, Clive. One can never say enough about the Phoenicians. Goodbye, Kim.
Bye.
You are as adorable as your mother. I'm glad we've become friends. You didn't really think I would hurt her, did you? I'm disappointed you think that of me. But it did the trick.
You of all people.
I was hoping you'd be a part of this, Tess. I really was.
Shut up.
Tess! Tess!
I'm not decent.
Your FBI agents here. Keep this up, I might think you're dating.
Please.
What the hell were you thinking? We could have taken him. We could have taken him and protected your daughter. We would have had him, and this whole thing would be over by now.
I knew that if I gave him the scroll and the decoder, he wouldn't hurt her. I wasn't going to take any chances, not with my daughter.
Okay. Okay, this is how it's going to work. You will not question suspects. You will not investigate these murders. You will allow me, for once, to do my job, and it will be a good day when I don't have to rescue you.
Rescue me? When did that happen?
I have a car sitting outside right now that will follow your every move until I tell it not to follow your every move.
For my protection?
No, for my protection.
You don't get it, do you? I am not questioning suspects to find out who murdered who. I am on the trail of one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time.
I don't care if this is bigger than King Tut. You are done, Dr. Chaikin. And don't take this the wrong way, but I hope to never see you again.
We really appreciate your coming down to talk to us, Dr. Chaikin.
Monsignor DeAngelis specifically requested your presence.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Agent Daly, so nice to see you again.
I'm sorry to hear you had to go through such a terrifying ordeal, Dr. Chaikin.
Oh, thank you for your concern.
What can you tell us about Professor Vance?
Professor Vance is the leading Templar expert, and he wanted that decoder very badly.
To decode what?
Scrolls. Isn't that right, Dr. Chaikin?
A scroll, actually.
3 men are murdered to pursue a myth.
But they were real, right? The Templars?
Certainly, but the stories that are associated with them. The Templars were the guardians of Jesus' bloodline. They found the Holy Grail, the body of Christ, the formula to turn ordinary metals into gold. Their devotion to the church has been forgotten. It's the myths that endure for conspiracy mongers and treasure hunters.
Did you get to see what the scroll said?
I saw Professor Vance decoding it. He had just started when we heard the gunshots, so I don't know what it said.
You would need a decoder.
And the scroll.
I can get you one of the two.
Hey, you have to take me with you. Your boss said so.
I don't care.
I have the scroll.
What?
A copy. I took a picture of it with my phone before I gave it back to him.
Let's go. Everything that goes through customs gets screened. Even things on loan from the Vatican.
So, it's in 3D?
It's an advanced X-ray.
Incredible.
It uses carbon nanotubes to produce a 3D image. Pretty cool, huh? Take your time. We've got about 150 more to go.
There it is.
Okay, good. Get this to the NSA lab right away. Pretty, isn't it?
It's a perfect replica. Now let's see if it works. Bingo.
It doesn't leave here, and neither do you. Not until you tell me what that scroll says.
Hello? Hey, sweetie.
I'm sorry, I'm still at work. Good, because Uncle Clive said I could watch anything I want on TV.
I did not.
You sure know how to press my buttons.
Are you coming home soon?
Yes. I promise I'll be home soon.
Bring a pizza. Uncle Clive wants me to eat dried dates with camel milk.
Yuck.
No pizza. No. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
No!
Give me the phone.
Honey, are you all right?
It's just Uncle Clive freaking out.
Beached whale.
Oh, sweetheart.
You're grounded for 16 years.
Love you.
Love you.
Hey,
Hey, is that for me?
are you done? No.
Wait, you think keeping me here all night is going to help you solve your investigation?
No, I think keeping you here all night is gonna help me catch a murderer.
You know Bill Vance insisted that he had nothing to do with that.
Come on, you believe that?
I don't know what to believe anymore. What about the other guy in the church? I told you I heard shots.
I don't know, maybe it was, Vance firing his own gun.
That doesn't make any sense.
Just make sense of that, okay?
Do you want to hear the first part?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
May 1291. I am sad to report that Jerusalem is now lost. We abandoned the city, its darkness fell. Our hearts were leaden as we watched it burn from the deck of our ship, the Falcon Temple. On the second night of our journey, we sailed into a storm, the likes of which none of us had ever encountered.
The winds are taking us east! The storm is getting at us from two directions! We have to hide this! Somewhere they won't find it! If they board the ship!
At the time, only Aymar knew what was in this important document that we had to protect at all costs. The storm was more than any ship could withstand. It was a miracle that Aymar, you, and myself had survived the shipwreck of the Falcon Temple.
Where are we?
In enemy land.
For days we walked aimlessly through the desert, guided only by our faith. In a desolate valley in the shadow of a volcano, we finally reached a fortification called Phansalus. The enemy had just been there. Death was all around us. Aymar had a dark premonition. He knew that I, Martin of Carmaux, would be the one to carry out our mission. God would have to watch over us a little while longer.
Horseman.
Aymar!
Aymar is lying down, the leather pouch clutched in his hand. I notice a large blood stain on his side. I rush to him. Aymar shrugs off the injury and the pain. Although it is clearly bad, there are more pressing matters. We had to go, more were coming.
They will be back with more of their kind. You must go. No.
Hugh looked at me, indicating that we should go without him, and soon. Hugh returns to the church entrance, sword drawn to keep watch. I kneel next to Aymar. He coughs, coughing up blood. He indicates the pouch.
Hide this.
He asks me to hide it where it will not be found, and then says,
"My journey
ends here."
Did Martin and Hugh get away?
My photograph of the scroll is not the best. As you can see, some of the letters on the edges are impossible to read. But I think it is clear from the text that Martin of Carmaux hid something of great importance in that church.
Vance must be hoping that whatever they buried is still there, and that's likely where he's headed.
To Fonsalis.
Fonsalis?
That's the town indicated in the scroll.
It's not on any map. I've had people at Langley working on it all night. Father, do you think you could ask your scholars in Rome?
Yes, of course. But taking a step back here, we're talking about a man who dressed up as a medieval knight and was living in the dungeon of a burnt-out church, who was headed for a town that no longer exists. By all means, follow every lead, but don't let the Templar myths distract you. Dr. Chaikin, I think you and I disagree about the Templars.
I like to keep an open mind.
In any case, on behalf of the church, I wanted to thank you for your efforts. The theft of these precious artifacts has been very distressing, at the highest level. Are you a believer, if I may ask?
My father believed in hard evidence. We took nothing on faith.
Well, again, my thanks.
You're welcome.
We took nothing on faith?
Where did you come from? Eavesdropper?
Loud talker. Why didn't you tell him the story about your father and the cross of Constantine? He would have loved that.
That was a very personal story from my childhood. Serves me right for telling you about it.
Are you always this cynical?
Is it cynical to doubt and to question? I mean, after all, it's the basis of the scientific method.
Well, I don't hear doubt. I hear dismissal. Look, if religion is as much of a fairy tale as you make it out to be, Why does it matter so much to so many? Call me when you figure out Von Salem.
Will do, Father Daly.
Right.
Mom, I think I need your help.
Yes, baby?
I'm supposed to be writing about my favorite tree, and I'm stuck.
Okay, well, what tree do you have any memories of or feel specifically a kinship with?
That actually got me thinking of a weeping willow. Remember we used to see that at the lake?
I think that would be the good choice.
Sure. So,
good.
Salix babylonica.
What?
Salix babylonica. Weeping willow. That's its taxonomic classification.
Taxonomic.
Yeah, that's it.
Salix. Salus. Kim?
What?
You're brilliant.
Thanks.
Okay, look. Salus is willow
Yeah?
in Latin. Fon in Latin means well. Now, the town that the Templars came to with the well and the willow outside the church, Fon Salus. That's the name. Well and willow. It's my guess that the Templars actually translated the name of the village into Latin because the area was under Ottoman rule. And, if I remember correctly, the great Al-Idrisi mentioned it in one of his journals. Look, my darling. This is Al-Idrisi's beautiful map. All right, come on, Al-Idrisi. Suyu Çeşme Köyü. That means well and willow in Turkish.
Looks like you found it.
Not quite. Suyu Çeşme Köyü. There it is. It's in Turkey. I've actually been in that area, very nearby.
Mom, the treasure. You're gonna find it. You're gonna be famous.
It could all be a wild goose chase.
I bet you'd sure like to chase that goose, though, wouldn't you?
Well, I hung up my boots.
No, you didn't. They're on a shelf. It's very easy access.
Furthest I'm going is that desk over there.
Is that my cell phone? One moment.
Mom, what about all those lectures you give me about following my dreams?
I have the greatest dream that anyone could ever have already come true. I have you.
What about the treasure of the Templars?
You're saying you want me to go after the treasure?
Yes! Because it's what you really, really want. You're just gonna stay home?
I can't do to you what my father did to me.
That was a whole year at a time. This is only 2 weeks, right? Mom, you're my role model. Don't let me down.
But I've never gone anywhere without you before. I mean, what will I do? I can't just leave you alone here.
I'll be fine. I'll take care of Uncle Clive. As long as we eat takeout. Just make sure to be back for my competition.
Kim.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Thank you for coming so diligently.
Well, as you know, Father, we're taking this matter very seriously.
I have no doubt about that. However, days are going by. Impatience is growing amongst my hierarchy.
Well, be assured of our total commitment to the resolution of this case.
To be honest, it is not the commitment of your department I might question. It is its competence in this area. I was wondering, have you had any luck finding Phansalos?
I'm afraid not.
Our scholars in Rome aren't faring any better. If your experts and ours haven't been able to find it, perhaps Professor Vance is also having some difficulty. What about Dr. Chaikin? Any word from her?
No. What, you're not surprised?
You know, the most enduring myth about the Templars is that they hid jewels and gold of incalculable wealth. What a find that would be. And is that something a young, ambitious archaeologist would want to share with the FBI?
Yeah, it's Daly. Is she still there?
Daughter left with the boyfriend about an hour ago, but she's still in there.
All right, don't let her leave. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Come on. Tess!
So is the flight on time?
Yes. Here's your flight information for your transfer from Istanbul to Bodrum.
Thanks.
You didn't call me.
I didn't have anything to say?
You didn't have anything to say to me.
I don't owe you an account of my whereabouts.
Look, I'm beginning to think that everything you say to me is a lie.
How can I trust you when you're having me watched?
I'm having you watched because I don't trust you.
Of course you don't. I can't go anywhere without being followed.
It's to keep you out of trouble.
I'm not 5 years old. I don't need a babysitter. So thanks, but no thanks. And just leave me be, okay?
No, not until you tell me the truth.
Whoa.
You think you can just do whatever you want?
Yeah. I always have and I always will. Deal with it.
All right, here's how I'll deal with it.
What? What are you doing?
I'm not gonna let you go after Bill Vance.
I don't care about Bill Vance. I'm going on my own dig, and you're not gonna stop me.
Leave her alone. If she wants to go after Bill, let her go. Somebody, call the police.
Great.
I actually thought I was running away to be with some man.
Well, aren't you?
Come on, Sean. You ought to know me better by now. I'm under no obligation to you, and as an archaeologist of some note, I should not advance an opinion that may be mere speculation, thereby being misleading. I also have a policy not to tell anything to people who can cuff me more than once.
Come on.
I might be really off base here, but I think you have to charge me with something if you're going to keep me here any longer.
I apologize.
All right. Good luck. Hope you find your man. I really do.
Extraordinary. It's as if it never happened. Excuse me, won't you? Yes. Delightful destination.
You're in my seat, FBI. I hope they got a good movie. If I start to snore, just give me a little nudge, yeah?
What are you...
Speak Turkish?
Don't you?
No, not even enough to find a bathroom.
Right. So don't even think about pushing your weight around here, okay?
Mhm.
My expedition, I call the shots. FBI is totally useless out here.
Well, not totally useless.
Sean, good to see you.
Jay, thanks for coming, man. Such short notice and not exactly in the center of things.
My pleasure, man. Hope they fit.
Me too.
You gonna introduce me to your friend there?
No, not.
Tess Chaikin.
Hey, Tess. I'm known as Jay, although not many people know me.
Jay, everything looks great.
Good luck on your excavation.
Thank you, sir.
And if you need anything, you know where to reach me.
I do.
And Tess, if you need anything at all, I'm your man.
Now she has your number. We'll see you later, Jay.
Need anything at all?
Goodbye, Jay.
Bye, Sean. All right. Keep an eye on him.
Who is he?
Jay is an old CIA buddy.
Are all your friends like that?
None of them are like that.
Okay, so I see you got shovels.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But do you have cots?
Check.
Tent?
Check.
Gas stove?
Check.
Thermal blankets?
Check.
Freeze-dried food?
Check.
Solar-powered lantern?
Check.
Sunblock?
Check.
Rope?
Check.
Water?
Test. Check.
Well, you're gonna have to do something about the suit. I mean, this spook look is gonna scare the locals.
Jay is good for some things. Check. Shall we?
Thank you.
Excuse me, FBI property.
Oh, no, excuse me. My expedition, I drive.
Fine.
This'll do. This is gonna do nicely.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, woman, slow down.
How does faith sit with being an investigator?
All right. Does this thing have airbags?
No, I mean it, because you deal in facts and hard evidence and proof and all that stuff.
And?
Well, you know, you're willing to take other things on faith. How does that work?
Well, you only believe something if you got proof.
I'll take a miracle!
If you're a believer, you don't need a miracle, and if you're not a believer, then no miracle is ever enough.
Walking on water, that'll do it for me!
God, watch out. Careful, Jesus!
Don't swear, by the way!
I'm not swearing, I'm praying.
care. Oh, God, they're angry. Sorry?
Whoa. You're insane.
I know.
The thrill of the open road. Nice shirt.
What's wrong with it?
The khaki with the dark dress pants.
I have khaki pants to match.
Put them on?
Where, here?
Yeah, right here, right now.
No.
Why not? Who's watching?
You're watching, you're here.
So? Like I care if you're wearing boxers or briefs. Boxers!
Never mind.
Hey, does your boss know you're here?
You know, I call her, but I try and I can't get a signal.
I didn't take you for a rule breaker, Sean Daly.
All right. Hey, you sure you know where you're going?
Hey!
Sorry.
This should be it. Soyuz should be right around here.
Did we miss a turn somewhere?
I don't understand. We are exactly where Al-Idrisi said it should be.
Who?
Al-Idrisi. The great cartographer, perhaps the greatest of all time? No? He kept extensive journals on his travels throughout the Muslim world.
I'm not going to feel guilty when I tell you I have no idea who you're talking about.
Okay, well, he wrote about Soyuz in great detail. The ruined church where the Templars sheltered, and how the village lay in a valley in the shadow of a volcano, and it literally should be right here.
All right, let me get this straight. We're following the directions of
Al-Idrisi.
Al-Idrisi, who wrote, what, 100 years ago?
Several.
Several hundred years ago, about a village called what?
Soyuz.
Soyuz. Okay. Okay, I thought we were looking for Fonsalis, though.
It is Fonsalis. Okay, let me break it down. So Aimar and his fellow Templars, they were in enemy territory when they wrote the scroll, the one that I decoded.
Sure.
Oh, they called it Fonsalis, and then I asked myself, wait, how would they know the Latin name?
Why wouldn't they know the Latin name of the town?
Because the village had fallen under Ottoman rule, so the name would just be in Turkish. But Aimar must have translated it into Latin in case the scroll should fall into enemy hands.
Clever Templar. So, okay, so Fonsalis
means well and willow,
which translates to
Soyuz in Turkish.
Which is where?
It should be right here.
Right here.
Where is it?
Soyuz what?
Soyuz
Soyuz.
The village has been in ruins for hundreds of years. He is old, but he's not that old.
Yeah.
Check, please.
Hey, ask him if he's seen Bill Vance. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Americala, Ordunho Morada, Ozum Grisacho.
Well, maybe it means if Bill Vance isn't in the area, then the town you're looking for isn't either.
I'm gonna find that town, and I'm gonna find it before Bill Vance.
I'm not questioning your professionalism, Dr. Chaikin.
Look, all he's got is what I've got, okay? We got the same information from the same scroll. After that, it's experience, smarts, and gut instinct. 1 out of 3. I'll take those odds.
1 out of 3. Which one is yours?
You can guess.
You want me to drive for a bit? You've been going at it for about 10 hours.
No, good, thanks.
All right, I just don't want you to lose concentration, hit a rock, break an axle, you know.
Like that would happen. Sorry. Juice?
No, water, if we can, you know.
I get it. Did you give up juice for Lent?
Well, thank you.
Did you grow up like that?
My parents weren't particularly religious, no.
Sorry, am I getting too personal?
My dad killed himself when I was 10 for no apparent reason. It hit my mom pretty hard. So the only one I could talk to was my parish priest. And he helped me get through it. But it's not out of loyalty to him that I just believe because I have faith.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
No, it's not disrespectful at all. Well, we should set up camp here, huh? Let's see what Jay did for us. Oh, wow. Would you like to try my internationally acclaimed chicken a la king?
Jay thought of everything except, where's your sleeping bag?
Monsignor, the Archbishop has been trying to reach you.
I have some personal matters to attend to. I will call him when I return to New York in a few days.
Very well.
Where are they?
Driving around in circles. But no worries. I know exactly where they are at all times.
No offense, but your chicken a la king. It looked like something I wouldn't have even fed my dog.
Your dog?
His name was Sean.
So every time you say my name, you get a warm glow.
Actually, I worry if there's urine on the carpet. My husband hated the dog.
Husband?
Ex.
I'd wondered. I mean, you have a daughter.
Yep. His name was Tom, and he was voted one of the 50 sexiest people, I suppose, in the world by People magazine that year.
It's quite an accomplishment. Sexy archaeologist. No.
Anchorman.
Really?
Fires erupt in Sierra Canyon and tempers flare over the rezoning of the yoga center. Join me at 10 as we discuss a new mysterious ailment that is affecting people's skin.
That was him. Beautiful to look at, but dumb as rocks. What about you? Any special little lady?
What is that? Oh, married. To the job.
Well, here's to being single.
Cheers.
Cheers. Guess it's late.
It is late.
So, are you gonna be okay out here?
Yes, I will be okay out here. I'll be fine. If you hear me scream, come running, but I'll be...
I'll
Thank
send
you.
out the troops.
Yeah, do.
Hey, Sean?
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
It must be the mountain air.
Remember to whom you are speaking.
Yes, Monsignor.
John! Wake up!
What?
Put your boots on!
Okay.
I figured it out! The thing! Come on, let's go! It's been here all
What?
along! Come on, let's go! Get up! Come on!
We've been here before, there's nothing.
Oh, how could I have been so stupid? It's been here all along! John Salas is here, buried under all these layers of volcanic ash and sediment.
Oh, you wanna dig a hole through the lava?
Uh-huh. Here's your shovel, big boy.
Here.
Yeah.
I know it seems like we've been digging forever. I mean, we should be in China by now, but if you just give it a few more minutes, I think we're gonna hit it.
Hey. Yeah? What happened last night?
Weren't you there?
No, I mean, I don't get involved like that easily.
'Cause it's a sin?
Did it mean anything to you?
I don't know. I guess I don't know if I'm ready to figure that out yet.
All right, well, so you know, I don't usually get involved unless it matters.
Okay. Thanks. We'll just rest for a little bit.
It's not... I have issues.
I thought we just handled them.
No, not with that. With, I have issues with being buried alive, and...
You can't have issues. You're FBI.
I know.
Look, if we get buried down there, we'd be buried dead. But that's not going to happen because I promised my daughter Kimmy that I'm going to be back for a martial arts competition next week. So I swear to you that will not happen.
Uh-huh. Well, my dad, when he shot himself, I was a kid, you know, and I didn't really believe that he was dead. So my mom drove me to his grave and showed me he was dead. And while we were there, I had this idea that something terrible had happened, that they'd buried him and he wasn't really dead. So, ever since
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean it would. I just had to kind of.
Yeah.
Let's keep digging. Okay?
Sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I hit it.
If that is what I think it is, that
What is it?
That is a roof tile of a house that was covered in lava by that volcano. You found it! Look at this!
We found it?
You found it! You found it!
We
Very
found it!
good. Volcanic ash.
We found it!
We found it! We found it!
That's my girl.
All right. You found it. You get the honor. Ready for this?
We gotta go down that hole.
That's why you're wearing khaki, Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you're okay with this?
If I told you how much I wanted to do this, you wouldn't believe me.
Oh! Sean, are you okay?
I think I'm okay.
All right, hang on 1 second. I'll be right there. All right, I'm coming. You okay?
Yeah.
See? We're alive. Not very alive. No more issues, right?
Right.
Cool.
I don't get it. How all this survived?
I bet you it's like Pompeii. Ash covered everything, suffocated those who couldn't get away. Lava sealed everything in. How about a little muscle series? Did the girl do all the heavy lifting?
How about a little sympathy?
I gave you sympathy. I asked how you were. You want to hear from sympathy? Okay. My dad, he was so tough. When I was 9, I broke my arm, and he wouldn't believe me till he saw the x-ray.
That explains a lot. Watch out!
Whoa.
Okay, now that's creepy.
Rule number 1, never destroy anything.
Gotcha.
Shall we?
We shall.
Were they trying to get in?
Get out, I think. Probably trying to escape from the poison clouds.
Yeah.
Hey, with any luck, that tunnel might lead us straight to the church. You up for it?
Which way is back?
Can I tell you after we've reached the church?
I thought as much. Remind me why we're doing this again?
Following in the footsteps of the Templars.
And why did the Templars come here?
That, my young Sean, is a fantastic tale, and you and I will be the ones telling it. So,
Jerusalem is lost.
Muslim warriors have conquered it by the sword, and the Templars prepare to die. Every last man. Then, William of Beaujeu, the Grand Master of the Templars, commands 2 of his knights, Martin and Aymar, to flee the city. Their mission, to secure the secret of the Templar treasure. They set sail from Acre. Then, details are a bit fuzzy, given that I don't have access to the original scroll. They end up here. Whereupon, they are immediately set upon by Mamelukes.
Mamelukes?
Yeah, enemies of you Christians. Oh my. The Templars were amazing warriors. Martin and Aymar fought valiantly. Wow, this is really tight in here. All right. They killed 1 and then most of the Mamelukes right in front of the church. You gonna be okay?
We'll see.
Got it?
Yeah.
And there it is. Willow and Well. It hasn't changed in 700 years.
where it won't be found. My journey ends here. Emma, Martin, you must complete the task that we began. Hide it, and when you can, return to it. The survival of our order depends on it.
There's gotta be something in this church, I know it.
Beautiful is this? Oh, look at that. Incredible. How well preserved. Martin wrote about a grave marker.
What's the name? What's the name of the grave marker? Yes.
What?
Whatever this is about, whatever we find under here, respect the past. Respect what the Templars stood for as guardians of a church that millions around the world deeply believe in. Today, as much as then.
I will. Promise.
Thank you.
Sean. A pouch! Sean, look!
Tess! 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 Tess, are you okay? Tess!
Stop!
Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Come here. Okay. Okay? Let's go.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Help me here. Come on. Come on. I need your help. Come on. Pull. Come on. There you go.
It should have been me who was worried about being buried alive. I still have it. Let's see what it is. Look, John. Look.
Yes.
Bravo. Bravo, Tess. Well done. Hand it over.
Can you introduce me to your friend, Tess?
Oh, yeah, how rude of me. Bill Vance. This is Agent John Daly.
FBI. You were under arrest for the murders of Gus Waldron, Branko Petrovic, Mitch Addison.
I had nothing to do with their deaths. Not that I care, one way or another. Common criminals, not one of them interested in anything apart from their own greed. This is so much more than that.
Well, you can prove your innocence once you're back on U.S. soil.
You should join me, Tess. This is just as much your discovery as it is mine.
It's my discovery. I found it. What are you talking about?
What do you think this is, Tess?
It's an astrolabe. Invented by a woman, by the way, Hypatia, famous Greek philosopher and mathematician. Torn to shreds by a gang of angry men.
That's right. Primitive sextant. Looks to be at least a couple of 100 years older than the earliest examples I've ever seen.
Shut up!
Remarkable.
Wait for me! Go! 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 like your father!
I knew it!
How do you track them now?
I don't.
Well, suggest something.
A flock of angels? Find them.
Vance! Vance, out of the vehicle, now. Now!
What?
I got some rope.
All right.
And you tie his hands.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around. Put your hands
Come on.
behind you.
Give me that.
Who the hell was that, and why were they shooting at us?
I can think of lots of people who would prefer that this treasure of the Templars was never found.
Who?
The Vatican.
Really? Tess, tight.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Sorry. There you go.
Come on. Come on. Hey!
No, it's ruined.
Sit down.
Stupid idiot broke it.
Tess, let's find a safer spot. Come on.
All right. Coming.
Yes, Cardinal, I am visiting your beautiful country. Actually, I ran into some difficulties and would appreciate your assistance.
He's not going anywhere.
Here.
Thank you, Tess. Tess, I know what you think of me, but,
How could you know what I think of you? You were someone that I revered as a child. You lied to me, you tricked me, and you threatened my daughter!
I would never have harmed her, ever. Just as I would never harm you.
Yeah, what was that a couple of hours ago when you held us at gunpoint? You nearly had us all killed!
That was a mistake. Please, Tess, listen to me. I know it may seem strange to you, but I'm only doing this in the name of our passion.
It's too late, Bill.
Tess, it was Oliver Chaikin, your father, who taught me. Taught me to be whatever it took to uncover the truth when everybody said it was impossible. When the mind and the body are saying, give up, it's too hard, there's nothing there. He would still carry on. He would never let go. Tess, if we don't do anything, the treasure of the Templars will be lost forever. Who are we to decide that we can deprive the world of its past? I mean, is our well-being worth silencing the truth? Think about what your father would answer.
Stop it.
Do you know why the Templars hid the astrolabe?
Because the astrolabe was locked in position at the time of the sinking of the Templar ship?
Yes, because they knew that one day it would lead them right back to the sunken ship.
But now it's gone. The astrolabe is broken thanks to you, and the setting is lost forever.
I memorized them.
Who else is after this?
I told you, the Vatican. Tess, the Templars are crying out to us from the past. They were hunted down by Rome and eliminated to the last man. Don't let them have what the Templars left behind for the world to know.
Sorry, Bill.
He doesn't quit, does he?
This is nice here. That's better, huh?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I'll drive us all to the airport. We'll get on a plane with Vance and head back to the States. He's gonna have to face whatever charges they bring against him.
Could I have just one more day with him? Just one day. You can keep him in handcuffs the whole time. I just think that together we will find the Templar treasure. We're so close. I can feel it. I know it. And if we don't, by day's end, we'll all hop in the plane. I won't see a word, and I'll help you in every way possible win your case.
What did he tell you?
He memorized the setting of the astrolabe before it broke. And I found a letter inside the pouch, which was written by the Templars, and it describes how the treasure is hidden inside the sunken ship. Together we really would find it.
I can't, Tess. I can't do it. I can't do it. Come on.
The Templars were the guardians of Jesus' bloodline.
We took nothing on faith.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey. Thank God. You have no idea. Good. No. Stop. Stop. I'm right here. Stop. Hey. No, I get it. Hey.
If you wait here, Tess, I'll go and complete the deal for the boat. I'll be right back.
Jay?
Hey, this is Tess Chaikin. We met at the Boudrum airport.
Yeah, how can I forget? What can I do for you?
Look, I kind of stranded your buddy, Sean Daly, in the desert.
You guys have a little tiff out there?
It's complicated.
Yeah, it usually is. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll track him down and I'll keep you updated, all right?
Okay. Thanks, Jay.
Always a pleasure, Tess.
Daly.
Hey, it's me. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Disappointed.
No, I'm apologetic.
No, hey. Shouldn't have expected anything less from you.
Look, I had to follow this. You know that. I just had to.
It's my mistake.
Where are you?
You know, the second he doesn't need you, he's gonna kill you.
Listen, I called your friend for you. Sean?
Talking to Daly, Tess? Did romance bloom among the silent rocks of the desert?
I was trying the States.
I've got a boat ready for tonight. We'll slip out with the fishing boats discreetly out of the harbor. It's all working well, Tess.
Don't make me regret this, Bill.
Tess, you made the right choice. Don't worry. Your father would be proud.
All right, there's something you should know. In the pouch, along with what used to be the ruined astrolabe, there was a letter written by the Templars.
Really? Well, where is it? What does it say?
I don't have it on me, but when the time comes,
Ah.
Daly.
Hey, it's Jake.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Got a message from your lady friends. Everything all right out there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure about that?
Of course, yeah. What'd she tell you?
Nothing much. Just, she left you out in the desert with, nothing but a wrecked rover. You want us to come get you? I got a location on you.
No, Jay, I'm fine. Don't come. I don't want you to get involved in all this.
Sean. You sure about that?
Hey, this stays between us, right?
Right.
I need you to do me a favor. Find her. Fast. Can you do that for me?
I got a little soft spot for her, huh?
Jay, just find her.
I'll take care of it. Let me call you back.
Hey! 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 Hey, 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 hey! 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 Oh, oh, hey, hey, hey!
Let me guess. Tess Chaikin? Where is she, with Vance? My security agent.
You just happened to be in the neighborhood until you thought you'd drop by?
The Vatican has informed the Bureau that it requires my presence while you continue your investigation. Who knows? I may even be of some assistance to you. It seems I have already. This is a very important matter to the Church. It considers that any Templar discoveries are Church property.
Really? I thought it was all just a myth.
Cooperate with me, Sean. The Church, your Church, will be eternally grateful.
Jay, yes. No, I'm fine. You have news for me. Oh, that's terrific. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch. Father, so you know, I'm after a suspect. Any Templar treasure that's found, you can fight over with Tess Chaikin for all I care.
Need a lift?
Thank you, Monsignor.
Where to?
The coast.
listen, it might be kind of hard for me to call you for the next few days, but if you don't hear from me, don't worry, okay? I just, think I'm gonna be a little out of range. I just want to tell you that I love you with all my heart. All right, bye.
Tess, we have to go now. They're waiting for us.
All right, Captain, let's go. Well done, Sean. They'll lead us straight to the Templar ship.
I told you I'm not after any treasure.
You arrest Vance. Now, the secret of the Templars ends here. This investigation is not over. Not until we find what they're after.
They boarded.
Is there an easy way for us to join the party?
I'll do what is necessary.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Father. This isn't what I signed up for.
I could take him out now.
Patience is a virtue.
We've got something. The magnetometer reading is a bit high, but here it comes.
Steel plating. Probably late 19th century. Keep looking.
Falcon's playing hard to get.
We're very close, Tess. We're right over it.
We're heading into the heart of a major storm. Just like the one that hit the Templars. After everything they went through to escape Jerusalem, they had to have wondered if God was on their side.
The letter in the pouch. What does it say? Does it need a decoder and you're only going to tell me now?
It's in Latin. They must have assumed that it was so well hidden that only a Templar would find it.
What?
I'll give you the gist of it, okay? So they were on the Falcon Temple, and a sudden violent storm like this one pushed them off course. They fear they are going to have to land in enemy territory, or worse yet, the ship will sink at sea. The enormous waves nearly washed them overboard. As the storm was raging, Martin and Aymar found a place to hide their precious document, while Hugh locked their position on the astrolabe. And in the base of the Falcon's figurehead, they sealed the document the Grand Master had given them.
Professor Van, come have a look.
Can you push in any tighter?
Tyvärr, Max, tyvärr.
The Falcon Temple.
Seems like they're stopping.
Was it on your orders that he killed Gus Waldron? Huh? Bronco Petrovich, Mitch Addison? Who the hell are you?
Man of faith, like you. And like you, I have to make difficult choices. The Vatican doesn't know what I do. We're fighting a war here, Sean. A war for everything we believe in.
It's a good speech, Father. You should try it out next Sunday.
Where's the rest of the ship?
The figurehead is all we need. Bring it up.
This isn't about a treasure, is it?
They found it.
Bring it up! Even if we bring it up, the waves are too strong. We won't be able to bring it on board.
Bring up the figurehead and you can have everything else.
The figurehead. That's all you want.
There's treasure down there. It's yours. Bring it up if you want to be rich beyond your wildest dreams.
You can reach his car!
So you're just gonna give him the treasure?
It's beyond imagining, Tess. Martin of Carmaux spoke about this find in his diary. The writings of a carpenter named Yeshua of Nazareth. A man. Only a man.
So, that's what's hidden inside the figurehead, a gospel?
That is the real treasure. The one the Templars fought to bring to the world. The gospel of Yeshua destroys the very foundation of Christianity.
You care, check.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it? The storm's gonna sink us just like the one that sank the Falcon Temple.
Not yet.
Would serve everyone right. The curse of the Templars.
The Templars were heretics.
So they were tortured, burned at the stake as usual.
Church has much to repent, but not when it comes to the Templars.
The floaters are in position. It won't be long now.
For centuries, rumors have persisted that they discovered something in Jerusalem, a document that would destroy the church. A new and unknown gospel.
That's what this is about, a secret gospel.
Veritas os liberabit. The truth doesn't always set you free.
Direction engage!
They're going to bring up the Falcon Temple!
Now. Now, you're all going to do exactly as I say.
You want to kill me? Go ahead. If you want to go down with the ship.
Stay where you are!
I don't want to hurt you. All I want is the Falcon.
So you are to suppress it, Monsignor. The gospel of Yeshua. The gospel you have feared all your life.
It will never see the light of day.
Man of faith.
Deal with her.
Every poisonous word of your gospel is a lie! This is the end of religion! All religion! What you're professing is nothing but heresy! Veritas os liberabit! It's over, DeAngelis! You can't stop it now!
Let him go!
here.
Sean!
Oh, don't tell me you got a problem with water now.
I'm so sorry!
Hold on to me!
Where am I? You are in my home. You are safe now. My name is Constantine.
My father found the cross of Constantine.
And now you have found me. It was a terrible storm. All the way from the coast of Turkey to our little island of Simi. Fishermen found you on the beach. You must rest now.
Did they find anyone else?
They found a man.
What man?
He was on the beach, not far from you. But his condition is not too good.
I have to see him.
No,
No, I have to. Please take me to him. Please. Sean.
The doctor thinks he has suffered a head injury. He's in a coma.
Can we get him to a hospital?
The nearest hospital is on the island of Rhodes. They have a helicopter, but the phones are down. This storm was devastating. The doctor thinks that moving him is not a good idea.
Do you live alone here?
Yes, yes. It must be a weakness. I can only get guidance in isolation. If I went to, what is it? Times Square in New York, I would probably be disintegrated in a few seconds. Too many images, too many eyes. You know, some people here think I am a saint. But I'm not. I'm just a humble man who doesn't know what to do with himself. I watch a tree growing, and I can see inside the harmony of the world. The harmony that God gave us. That's why the people bring me some food to thank me for my devotion. If they only knew how easy it is to be a saint, they probably would stop.
Well, I'm sorry to disturb your peace.
Oh, don't be sorry. Perhaps there is a reason that you are here.
What might that be?
I rescue you. I give you
my home. I give you a roof. I give you food. And you want me to uncover the secrets of life? That's something for you to do. Life brings life. Joy brings joy. And hope brings hope.
Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus. Thank God that you and your friend were washed ashore on this island. A miracle.
Can we have another?
It would be good for him to hear your voice. I see how you feel about him. He can hear you. That I know. Talk to him. Pray for him.
I'm not very good at that.
Honesty is the only quality required. During the storm, there were 4 fishing boats out on the sea. The families prayed to God, and they all came back unharmed to us. Now they offer prayers of thanks and prayers for your friend's recovery.
But they don't even know him.
We are all children of God.
Hey, Sean. If you can hear me, wake up. Come on. You gotta wake up so that you can chew me out for leaving you alone in the desert and making you come after me. I'm really sorry about that. I'm truly sorry.
These are the 2 fishermen who found you.
I owe you so much. Because of you, I'll see my daughter again. Su Ifharistotosopoli, Yatimesena Thafio Tinkorimu.
She's glad the sweater fits.
I'll wear it always and think of you. It's beautiful.
They said not to worry about your friend. They lit candles for him. Have faith.
The place they found me, is it far from here?
Not too far. Are you strong enough?
I'm fine, Cassidy.
I will tell them to lead you there.
I know we've never spoken before. I don't know how to address you. There is no reason at all that you should listen to me. I've ignored your existence, doubted it my whole life. But please know, with all my heart and soul, I beg you to save Sean Daly. I beg you. Because he's one of the good ones.
It's in Aramaic. No, I'm not a ghost, my darling. I'm very much alive. Cause for rejoicing, wouldn't you say? A miracle, don't you think? The monks who found me washed up on the shore certainly think so.
I'm glad you're okay, Bill.
I am A-okay, Tess. What's more important, the sea has given up its treasure. But it isn't exactly what you were expecting. Go on, read it. I taught you Aramaic. You haven't forgotten it, have you?
The Gospel of Yeshua of Nazareth.
A carpenter. A man. Only a man.
You haven't read it yet. How can you know what it says? You're saying that there's no virgin birth? No resurrection? No miracles?
Yes. Thousands of years ago, men needed gods to deal with death, and plagues, and unreliable harvests. But now...
Tell that to the people up there in the village. Bill, you want to destroy that which you can no longer feel. Love and compassion, all the things that Jesus preached.
Tess! Have you seen the light? Our infallible church has found itself another convert. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord!
Bill, you're trying to destroy what gives all those people purpose and hope.
I am the last Templar. It is my mission to finish what they began. Only by that can mankind be free. Give it to me, Tess. Give it to me.
No. No, Bill. I've seen what faith means to others.
People are deluded, Tess. Naive. Don't be one of them.
The Templars could have faked something
Tess.
like this. They had the know-how.
Why are you getting upset? Whether it's real or whether it's fake, what is there to fear? I just want the world to know the truth, whatever it is.
I don't believe you.
Now give it to me.
I don't trust you. Stay away.
Tess!
I don't trust you, Bill. I don't. No. Stay away.
Give it to me, Tess!
No.
Give it to me!
Bill. No. No.
Tess!
Bill.
It's all gone. Bill Vance is gone. The treasure, the gospel of Jesus, gone. Never know if it was real or false, what it said.
Imalach, I'm glad you're here. I need you and Martin to take this scroll back with you to the Holy Land.
This is what we labored for so long to find in the ruins of the temple. The gospel of Jesus.
Labored to find, but never did. This is what it would have looked like if it had ever really existed.
Never existed. This isn't the real gospel of Jesus?
Aymar, it doesn't matter that it's not real. What really matters is that our enemies think it's real. How many have died as we battle for our God, for his supremacy? We are drenched in blood, we and our foes alike, and we bleed the same. Will we ever set aside our hatred for each other? We will. With this.
Sean, I don't let anyone into my life. I haven't in a long time. What I'll never regret is that night on the mountain. Come back, Sean.
Yes, thank you. Oh, well, thank you so much.
I don't know how I can ever thank you.
You said to me your father found the cross of Constantine. That's the Emperor Constantine.
It was his greatest find. When I was a child, I used to think that someone came down out of the sky and whispered in his ear to tell him where to find it.
Maybe you were right. Because children have a way to see the truth. Their minds do not get confused with questions of reason. That's why I resist growing up. God be with you.
And it gives me great pleasure to personally hand over to you, Archbishop, the last missing artifact of the Vatican Treasures collection.
It gives me even greater pleasure to accept it on behalf of His Holiness, who I know is very grateful to the FBI.
Thank you.
You're late. Again. While you guys were outside seeing the Mediterranean islands and enjoying the grilled calamari, I was busy recovering the Vatican's belongings.
I've been meaning to ask you what happened to your good luck boots.
Oh, they're at the bottom of the sea. Like your shoes.
Hmm.
I have to go.
That was cutting it mighty close. Kimmy's next.
They're in the last 10 blocks.
And, where's your agent man?
Agent man?
I could read it on the phone, the signs. Long distance where rates apply.
He's fine. He's doing agent man things.
I must tell you how sorry I am that Monsignor De Angelis created such difficulties for you and Dr. Chaikin. He was
a true believer.
His actions were never condoned at any level.
And this gospel of Jesus.
How many have tried to destroy our faith with secrets unearthed from this or that holy site? 2,000 years. Faith in God, belief in our Lord and His message. That is our strength. And always will be.
Amen.
And nothing. Shipboard romance. 2 ships passing in the night. A ship hitting a major storm and sinking at sea.
I created a monster!
You've got a monster.
I can see who she takes after. What I'll never regret is that night. On the mountain. I don't let my guard down. I don't let anyone into my life. I haven't in a long time.
You heard?
Yeah! Woo! Dead Kimmy!
I thought you could use a new pair of these.